Hello, hello. It's George.
George is
I'm
back.
He's back.
Yes, I woke up to a text today from Nick saying, we need Shat. Well, he contacted the right guy because I am full of it, as always. Nick and Joe, the Found Footage Festival, are here. You guys are back from your never-ending tour. Is it over, or is it in a pause?
It's over. It's over-ish.
More or less.
Yeah, we're doing some one-offs this summer, but the 20th anniversary tour is done.
Officially over.
And the next tour,
23 years into the show.
Okay,
it's done.
And Volume 11 tour is next. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Kicking off in the fall.
We cannot wait. In the meantime, today we're going to look at the Star Wars spin-off cartoon Droids. But first, let's talk cereals, mugs, merchandise, anecdotes, medical results, whatever you guys have got. Let's talk about it.
Medical results. I just got back from the doctor. I got a pneumonia shot. Ooh. And listen to this. I lost 18 pounds in the last 3 months. In a good way.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Haven't been eating sugar. That's it. No sugar. Haven't been buying candy bars. Haven't been eating cookies. Keeping away from the sugar.
So this is the first year was no alcohol. The second year is no sugar. Yep. I don't know what you've got to give up.
I know. What should I give up? There's nothing left.
Nicotine?
VHS tapes?
Yeah.
Nicotine. Yeah. I'm not smoking.
Okay. So that's good. So no mug, but you got medical results. Nick, do you have anything to show?
No medical results to share, but I do have I have a trusty Chewbacca mug that these are all officially licensed merchandise items from Star Wars.
I'm good. I'm glad Lucasfilm and Disney, they're getting the money. I wouldn't want anybody else to be getting money at this point.
That's right. I got a I might be starting cocaine off my C-3PO. This is officially licensed.
He's sexy. Look how sexy. Yeah.
Well, it's Pride Month, and I think we need to celebrate Star Wars' first gay-coded droid in today's episode. I have, from that same line, a picture frame, and I have his lover R2-D2 in the frame.
Is that him on Bespin after he got
yes. He's got disassembled, yeah.
It looks like he's doing some real freaky Kama Sutra stuff on there.
Well, speaking of freaky, my favorite piece of Star Wars merch I've ever found is this tape dispenser where you pull tape out of C-3PO's groin. It comes right out.
Does it say, "Oh my," when you do that?
Yes, it does.
I remember when he was when he dispensed tape. Was it Empire Strikes Back or was it Return of the Jedi? It was one of those when he started dispensing tape.
Right.
Yeah.
He was on Jabba's sail barge. They needed to swing over.
Yeah.
Never forget.
Yep. I never thought I'd find this, but never tell me the odds.
Screen use.
C-3PO.
Screen use.
Yeah, screen use, yeah. And then, of course, I'm eating my cereal out of the R2-D2 popcorn bucket that was for the re-release of episode 3. So, yeah.
Jesus, you
but
went all
other
out.
than that, I didn't really have much to bring. So.
Where do you keep this stuff? Like, where do you keep? You have a small New York City apartment. Where do you keep
550 square feet, yeah. On my desk and refrigerator and places like that. Wherever little nooks and crannies I can find to keep things in.
Wow, you really...
And then, of course, the 2 storage lockers I pay for each month. So, but beyond that...
Your home's away from home?
There's a place for everything, yep.
Well, I got non-Star Wars related merchandise. We got these in Knoxville. A couple Melindas came to the show and gave us each one of these. Nick, I accidentally took yours, but this is vintage mugs. Look at 50th anniversary friendship from 1917 to 1967. Yep. Like I said, Mary had been friends with Carl all those for those 50 years, and they were celebrating.
Yeah.
Yep. So we got both of them. Nick, you drew the Carl. And I got the Mary, so this one's yours. I'll toss it in the mail ASAP.
Thank you.
Yep.
And George, what do you have this morning?
Well, I rushed out to the local thrift shop, and I got the most expensive mug they had. This one is overboard, I would say.
Okay.
It's too many things. First off, you've got, it says Florida. Okay. Then it says house rules, no drinking until after 5. Okay.
Oh, that's all fives.
There's the $5 sticker.
That's $5.
Oh, and then on the back,
hard to read.
Yes, it's a beer. I have a few good reasons for drinking, and one just entered my head. If a man can't drink when he's living, How the hell can he drink when he's dead? I actually don't understand the logic of that. I don't understand.
And it's just a lot. It's just like two different jokes on each side.
Yeah, they tried to cram in too much comedy onto one mug. That's probably why it cost $5. That, or it could be New York City thrift store prices.
They had a lot of $1 mugs that were okay, but this one had the most. I could break it into two different mugs.
Well, and you could sell that for $10 easily now. You can flip that mug easily.
Well, so Shaturday viewers, in the comments, info@foundfootagefest.com if you want to make a bid on this $5 mug. We're starting at $5.25 because there's some. Yeah,
you got
a
little something.
Make a profit.
Yeah,
$5.25. Okay, all right. Report back. So, George, tell us. Are you going to watch a commercial up front?
Yes, we're going to watch. We're going to watch how everybody else learned about droids from a 15-second commercial. I believe this aired in prime time.
Paul. R2-D2, what are you doing? Oh, mad droid! Mad droid! The news is out, and everyone's excited. Droids are with us. Saturdays this fall. You'll love it.
A lot of action. A lot of action.
I don't remember this at all. When you said we were going to watch Droids, I thought this was like a modern, I thought this was like a modern, like recent cartoon. I had no idea. When did this air? When did this come out?
Oh, well, I have some things to tell you about it, but surprisingly not as many as usual. So you're welcome.
And I think we watched in our Saturday morning preview special a Tony Danza and Mary Lou Retton hosted NBC special where I think the droids were mentioned. I think they came out. I think C-3PO and R2-D2 made an appearance.
Yes, they when the Star Wars trilogy ended in '83, the original one, Lucasfilm had to figure out a way to monetize and merchandise all of this delicious intellectual property. So they got Nelvana to produce Star Wars Droids: The Adventures of R2-D2.
Who's Nelvana?
Nelvana
from Canada.
Yes, they so you asked when this was, Joe. This ran for 13 episodes plus a 1-hour special from '85 through '86. So you were probably you'd moved on to Transformers and G.I. Joe by this point.
Probably, yeah. We would have watched this. My brothers and I would have watched this for sure.
It might have been on opposite something better, but it was part of a 1-hour package deal with Ewoks. So it was I'm not sure which the order of them, but there was like a whole Star Wars block of things. And they were zany. Here they are. I mean, this is here they are throwing faces. I guess that's R2-D2 sticking out his tongue. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But Nelvana had made years before. They had done the cartoon that was in the Star Wars Christmas special that featured Boba Fett that we watched in an earlier. I think we watched. I barely remember this.
That's the best part of the holiday special.
Yeah,
for sure. It's super cool animation, actually.
Yeah, and so it's its own. It's pretty different than other Shaddy or like Hanna-Barbera or like any of the syndicated stuff. It was its own thing. Yeah, this was another clip from that. I think this was from the ending, but they look weird, right?
They do.
Yeah, the models are a little off.
And R2-D2 and C-3PO were perfect for this because they could be recast in perpetuity. Same thing with Chewbacca. Like, it's just a costume, right? Like, that's how I knew that Chewbacca didn't die in The Rise of Skywalker. Briefly, you thought he might die, but no, because they're going to, when we're 95, or when you guys are 95, I'll be a brain in a tank. But, they'll still be making Chewbacca and R2-D2 movies. So they didn't use many of the other characters from the trilogy. Boba Fett and IG-88 and the Max Rebo Band appear in cameos, but it's mainly new characters that I know next to nothing about. Actually, I know absolutely nothing about them, but we're going to learn, I guess, when we watch today's episode.
Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, I'm not really into learning with this show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think you learn much.
My brain just vomits everything out once we're done, and then I never remember it.
I'm going to try that today. Let's see. Yeah. This is it had a theme song by Stuart Copeland of the Police. Apparently, it's a great theme song. I still haven't listened to it yet because Nick picked up the commercial. It's
really good.
It's called "In Trouble Again." They had a toy line that was did not do well, but these are among the most sought after toys now because nobody bought them. Like this guy, if you wanted Uncle Gundy, is that his name?
Yeah,
Uncle Gundy.
Gundy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The kids always want the old man action figure.
The old human,
The
the
Brimley.
old fat. Yeah.
Yeah, but so one last question: did it have a lunchbox?
I'll say yes.
Oh yeah, you're right. It had a lunchbox, but because that's the test. If it had a lunchbox, it was a big deal.
What did you put in the thermos? What were you supposed to put in the thermos?
I had chicken noodle soup in my thermos.
Was it? But tepid,
it was like
probably, right?
It was, and that was why I mentioned on an earlier episode that I once puked alphabet soup in the library in first grade. Where do you think I got that soup? From my from my Star Wars from my Star Wars thermos.
Was that the time you vomited when there's a girl you liked?
Or was that a different time? That was a passing out.
Passing out. Right. I'm getting
that was in ninth grade. This is years of humiliation apart.
Right.
That's going to be a spin-off show. So I guess that's pretty much, I'm not going to go into the full Lucasfilm, George Lucas and Joseph Campbell's hero's journey. Let's just watch this shit.
Okay.
Chat.
Yeah, they basically ahead of its time, like Andor, these were told in like 3 or 4 episode arcs, and they had different masters in each arc, and then they would complete their mission with their masters, and then move on, and somebody else would pick them up, and they would complete that arc. And far more complicated than I expected it to be. Like, I still don't know if I follow the plot of the episode I picked up, but there's some weaponized satellite called Trigon 1 that a group of speeder bike racers, they take in C-3PO and R2-D2, and they have this gang called the Fromm that created Trigon 1, and they steal it, and then the gang's trying to take it back. So
we don't have to watch the episode.
This aired at the same time that the Rubik's Cube cartoon happened, where like nothing happens. There's no plot. This has way too much plot.
I feel like Nick painted enough of a picture that we don't have to watch it now.
You're gonna watch
Nick's explanation of Trigon 1 was all I needed.
And it's 1983, so the characters do look like punk rockers. So.
Oh, right. And this series took place between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. I don't think I said that, but it is part of the. Is it canon? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
May have been decanonized, but for me,
it lives
every
on.
single plot machination is part of the canon. So here we go. It's Droids. Listen for that Stuart Copeland from the Police theme song.
Rapping softly in a danger zone. No weapon in my hand. It's just this brain designed by man. Got me trouble again.
Actual voices.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Nelvana also did Care Bears, Inspector Gadget, and the Beetlejuice cartoon. One of my favorites. Do you think it's made enough money for George Lucas to buy
I like the song.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah! 3PO?
Mistress Kier, it's me, C-3PO. I shared your concern, so I was trying to hook up this antenna to that old subspace receiver to take our minds off things.
I like this cartoon.
R2's favorite program. Perhaps I can improve the reception if I...
It's 2 R2 units shooting each
R2
other
is
like
so much
cowboys.
better at these things.
I'd watch it.
It's not my fault, Father. I'll get our weapons satellite back from those rebels.
That's Take From. You've tuned into his private frequency.
Take From.
Size from.
You get it back, or I'll get another son. I should never have financed that hunk of tin. You and your super weapons.
But Father, the Trigon 1 will make us the most powerful gang in the quadrant.
Silence. Flicks.
Silence.
Till we have it back.
Make a drink first. There's a silence.
Pretty good villain.
Where's Flicks?
He's
Do you think anyone has ever cosplayed as the Mohawk
satellite?
Oh no!
speeder
Master
bike
Paul and
racer?
R2.
He's got them surrounded
Yes.
at the old speeder shop.
3PO, wait!
3 nostrils.
We can't let them walk into an ambush at the speeder shop.
Look at his ass. See his ass?
Speeder shop?
R2 is.
Whoa!
You're the droid Tig was talking about.
I see his ass,
They're
all
after
right.
us.
Uh,
We need a plan.
If only R2 were here. He always has a plan. Or some ridiculous idea.
We're on our own. What do you suggest?
Well, we could surrender. I mean, it's one strategy.
Oh, 3PO. Always trying to throw in the towel.
All right. You've got 3 seconds to give yourself up. 1, 2, 3.
This theme.
Let's go!
Another Mohawk.
Get him.
Hurry, 3PO, hurry!
I'm trying. Oh my goodness.
Some decent backgrounds here, some decent animation.
A lot more care went into this than most.
Yeah. And when you it's just an astromech, you don't have to animate him that much because he's mostly embedded in the spaceship.
R2, be quiet. Thanks to our master's expertise, we've managed to escape your ledge.
I've never said how much C-3PO weighs.
How much he weighs?
Yeah, because I haven't thought about it until they were trying to hoist him into the
Mr.
vehicle.
I think it was about a svelte 135.
You'll never get it back.
I feel like he'd be really
you'd like
heavy.
to tell that
Yeah,
to him yourself.
Oh. He's so fat he busted out of his space uniform.
So you see,
There's his
it
ass. Look at
doesn't
his ass
help
again.
anyone to have all these gangs around. With my weapon satellite, we'll just eliminate the other gangs, and things will be a lot simpler.
Tiggy.
Oh, he's like my driver's
Where is
license.
my Trigon
Oh yeah, it's
Don't
half.
worry, Tig. It's in a safe place.
That'd be a good couple's costume, wouldn't it be? The princess there, and then the
Yeah, but you and your couple would have to explain it all night long.
yeah. Even at like Star Wars Celebration, I bet people would be like, who are you? Are you guys?
Place.
You will hand over what is mine, or else I will show you something you'll never forget.
Mother!
Jord!
I was like an overweight Star
Where's
Wars
my
character
weapon satellite?
named Jord.
Tell him to push start a turbo engine.
Ah,
From behind.
Don't tell them
Porkins.
anything, Kia.
The choice is yours.
Oh dear.
Okay,
Wow.
are they going to give up the information? Are they not going to? We'll find out after this break.
That was the most concise first half of a cartoon I've ever seen.
Oh no, Nick has had very concise ones. He's the master of keeping them concise.
Trimming them way down.
Uh-huh.
So,
There's
yep.
no such thing as a B story in a Nick Brewer
No.
episode. No.
25 minutes got it down to 9. So
Yeah.
we're smooth sailing today.
All right, I tried to find the weirdest Star Wars licensed Star Wars commercials. It's been a long time since I did this, so I actually don't know how to go to commercial at this point.
We'll just say we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Saturday morning cartoons will be right back.
Star Wars. It's great in the arcade. Whoa! TIE fighters! Fireballs! Coming right at me! Watch the laser towers. Aim for the tops. Pick in the catwalks. Use the force. They're coming too fast! It's way! It's way! My
That was
shields
a
are
pretty
gone!
cool thing. Maybe we hadn't seen the isometric 3D.
Oh, some game, huh?
Some game!
In a galaxy of video games, there is only one Star Wars.
So that felt very 90s to me. This was 80,
Yeah.
like 80, but that was a very 90s sort of sarcastic, zany. I don't know. They were ahead of their time.
This was like a decade before Sega. You know,
Yeah.
and that whole extreme.
Or Beekmaning.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, the
yeah, they really Beekmaned it up.
ILM was working on 90s jokes as early as 1980.
Way ahead of the game. Phil Tippett.
Yeah. Great work, guys.
Kenner proudly presents Star Wars Electronic Battle Command, the computerized space battle game.
Enemy scan on. I see you. Battle stations.
Like Battleship?
Star Wars Electronic Battle Command has computer scanners, force units, invisible shields.
Fire!
3 levels of play, basic, intermediate, and advanced.
My TIE fighter's hit.
Hey, Dad, let's play the basic game. You always get carried away.
Star Wars Electronic Battle Command from Kenner.
Commercials are working on me. I want to try it.
It's here. The excitement, the adventure of a new force at breakfast.
We'll call them C-3POs.
New C-3PO cereal from Kellogg's. Twin rings, phased together. For 2 crunches in every
They're
double
basically
O.
Cheerios.
A delicious part of this nutritious breakfast. Now you can experience the taste of Kellogg's C-3POs. A crunchy new
looks
force
like program.
at breakfast.
May the Force be with
Nick, I like that you say we had those as if it was a family decision.
Oh, it was. We
Yep.
all had a meeting and we decided C-3POs was going to be added to the shopping cart.
Did the butter on your toast, was it a perfect rectangle?
It was a single pat, and then I had a huge carafe of orange juice. Yep, every morning.
Yep, you got the pitcher of orange juice and the pitcher of milk right next to it, right?
Yep.
Oh.
And we'd pour them all out after I had my 1 glass of each.
This, by the way, is the weirdest Star Wars commercial I've found.
I'm Darth Vader. I'll beat you to the finish. I've got Luke, R2-D2, Chewbacca, and all the good guys. I've got the Force. I've got the Force.
It's the blazing power of the new Star Wars SSP van set with features like
Star Wars
headers,
van?
mag wheels, custom grills,
No!
and space-age graphics.
Yeah! The good guys finish first. Till next time.
The Star Wars SSP van set by Kenner comes with everything here. Each van also sold separately.
This is topical.
Come along, R2. Don't be so silly. You can't possibly be getting whooping cough. Droids don't get diseases like whooping cough, or measles, or polio. But children do. If a young child gets whooping cough, it can lead to pneumonia, brain damage, even death. All you need is a little rewiring. But children need to be fully immunized. And alas, so many are not. All right, R2, I'll ask them. Parents of Earth, are your children fully immunized against childhood diseases? Call your doctor or local health department and find out. Immunize your children, please. And may the Force be with you.
So I guess we know they're part of the conspiracy. They've been part of it for 40 years, I guess. 44 years. 47 years. That's horrifying.
It's weird to see C-3PO talk about death, too. That was just... Things got real.
Yeah.
With 3PO. Good batch of commercials. I hadn't seen a lot of those.
Now back to Saturday morning cartoons.
Can anyone explain what happened in the first half of the Star Wars Droids episode?
They're being chased, and then they got caught,
Yep.
and then that's where we were. They got caught.
Yep. And Trigon 1 is a space satellite that the son of the head bad guy is trying to steal back from the rebels. So let's find out what happens.
All right.
3PO and the gang.
Oh, dear.
And then they threw me in here and took Demma to an interrogation cell. You shouldn't have come.
No, R2, it's too late. You should have had a plan when we first needed it.
Well, what's his idea?
A ridiculous plan.
We'll try anything.
If you insist, sir.
Is this supposed to be a British accent?
Work. I certainly hope you hid our master's jewels, R2. They're worth more than we are.
He again has...
Jewels.
There's the 3 nostrils. I think he has...
Where?
Oh,
3
please, sir,
nostrils,
don't
too.
do that. My circuits are out of balance as it is. Oh! Ooh. All right. The jewels are in the R2 unit's panel.
Well, let's have them.
Now,
I don't-
R2, now!
I don't like the character model on the little elf guy.
No.
Oh, good work, R2. I'll go help 3PO. Okay?
Whoa! 3PO, how long will it take Tig to get the Trigon back here at light speed?
The elf guy just has
sir.
blinking eyes and a big pile of orange.
Arrival time should be in 49 minutes, give or take.
We have to get your mother out of here before Tig returns with the Trigon. If we don't, no one will ever leave this place.
I think in part 1 of the arc, her mother was abducted by this gang.
Okay, altering guidance systems. Ready to lock in landing coordinates. Huh?
Tig, what's wrong?
I don't know. The guidance systems, the
Tig
docking sequence is
Notaro.
not responding.
What's wrong?
What does that mean?
Father, I'm on a collision course with a strong...
Chin is very scrotal.
Yes, it is. Yep.
He has a scrotal chin.
What do you think of his angry take, though, coming up? Watch this.
Hold!
Tiggy! You mean R2 and Fall sabotaged the Trigon when they hit it?
According to R2, it's set on a collision course with this stronghold.
Who's the character in Star Wars that has the actual, like, that basically are testicles from the cantina?
Ponda Baba?
Ponda Baba. I think that's him, yeah. He's got
Ponda Baba
He'll be
O'Reilly.
here any minute.
Yeah, he's got...
Well, don't just stand there. Go and help Fall.
This guy looks like a guy I worked with.
Really?
When I was in Minneapolis. He looks like Dave Tupper. Does it look like Dave Tupper to you a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Looks like a character Dave Tupper.
Yeah.
Thank goodness you're safe.
Kia. Mother. Oh.
Kia Soul.
3PO, how long?
Any moment, sir.
What now?
The service tube.
See the detail on the backgrounds, like the ooze coming out of the vent, and there's like some actual shading.
It looks kind of like Heavy Metal Magazine more
yes,
than like
exactly.
Than I don't know, whatever the usual crap is that
the
we're watching on Gummy Bears. Yeah,
Punky Brewster. That's the satellite. Trigon 1.
When you mess things up, Tiggy, you mess them up real good.
I hope you have something better than light speed in that bucket, because I'm coming after you. And when I catch you...
So, thanks to you.
Us.
No more weapon satellite, no more stronghold, and no more from gang.
Right. We fixed the Trigon so it would home in on Size's communication signal.
So in other words, you let evil destroy itself.
Exactly.
Because no one understood the plot, they just had to recap it to each other. I mean, they were all there. But she even goes, so in other words, I mean, it's like it's just like so much exposition happening after the fact.
It was all R2's idea.
I'm a little tired of R2's ideas, especially the one to use my servo mechanism to guide this spacecraft.
Oh, come on, 3PO. What would we do without you?
You two are a terrific team.
Well, when you put it that way, I really can't disagree.
All the talent in the world involved in that.
That wasn't really a laugh line either at the end.
No,
When you put it that way, I guess I can't disagree.
They make a terrific team. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you had like a huge intellectual property in Star Wars. George Lucas has his name on the front. Anthony Daniels is in it. They have Lucasfilm's sound effects and everything, and really kind of crapped out. I heard that the Star Wars sound designer wrote a lot of the episodes too. So yep, exactly.
Sorry.
He designed that. What'd you guys think?
I kind of already forgot about it. I was trying to look for a picture of Dave Tufford the whole time.
I don't even know who that is.
Compare with the character.
A guy I used to work with.
Oh, okay.
Who looked like that one guy.
So it was a worthwhile effort. Were you able to find one?
No, not a good
Okay.
one. Not
All
a
right.
good one. I found some, but it wouldn't have matched up well.
Well, I made a little
Nothing
game.
stuck.
Nothing
stuck.
Nothing
Yeah.
stuck. Yeah, that was the problem. Right? The plot was too complicated. The animation wasn't quite good enough. But it did give me an idea for a game based on character names from the series Star Wars Droids. It's a game called Star Wars Droids or Loose Leaf Tea. So I'm going to give you a word or a series of words, and you tell me whether it's a character from Star Wars Droids or a loose leaf tea. Okay?
All
Ready?
right.
Here we go. Just shout it out when you know it. All right. First up, Zatek Cha.
Oh, that's got to be loose leaf tea.
George, what do you think?
The word
I'm
cha.
gonna go. I thought it was chai was tea, so I'm gonna say Star Wars.
All right, let's find out. That's Zatek Cha from Star Wars Droids. Yeah. All right, next up. Medi Bing Cha, Star Wars Droids, or loose leaf tea.
I think it's going to be a Star Wars because the cha is now a Star Wars character.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Star Wars.
But I'm gonna go tea because Medi makes me think like it's like the sort of fake health benefit thing.
Yeah.
Your reasoning is sound, Joe. But I'm gonna take the opposite.
Okay, and this one is a loose leaf tea.
What are those cubes? What am I looking at?
Yeah, those are like little tea cubes that then they break off. Some of the Chinese teas come in cakes like that. Olva with 2 V's. What do you think?
Oh, I remember that from health class.
No, you're thinking of something else.
Oh, okay.
I think that's got to be a loose leaf tea.
Okay. George?
I don't think they would name. That sounds like too. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a robot. There's no way.
Okay, and by the way, yeah, that's fine. They're not all robots, though. They're characters from the show Star Wars Droids.
Yeah, I'm going droids. I think
Okay.
it's a T, but it's a droid.
That is a T.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good one, Joe.
that is a T. Yep. All right. Next up, Bancha. It's a tougher game than you think. Yeah.
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 Well, I'm thinking. I think the same way I thought with Olva. I think I'm going to go loose leaf tea again.
Okay.
I'll go droid.
All right. Loose leaf tea. Yes, that is a green
Yes.
tea. Yeah, Bancha. All right. Darva. Loose leaf tea or Star Wars Droids character?
Could it be Darva Conger, the woman who was in the first season of So You Want to Marry a Millionaire?
It could, yeah, I forgot about Darva Conger.
Why do I know the
it could
name
be her.
Darva Conger?
She was like
on
a
talk shows after that.
Yeah, she was like in a it was like a reality show.
Wasn't she in Playboy or something too? From after that, like I don't know. I think she got a big payday for Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire.
Yeah.
Joe,
I'm doing loose leaf tea again. I'm sticking with loose leaf tea.
I'm going droid.
okay, let's take a look.
Droids.
That is a Star Wars Droids character. Pretty revealing costume on Darva. there, Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Bola Yam.
I mean, that sounds like a Star Wars character.
No, you're thinking of Mola Ram.
I'm going droid's character on this one.
Okay, George.
I am also going droid's character.
Okay, let's take a look. That is a droid's character, a human one, but her name is Bola Yam. All right. Grand Keeman.
That's a type of prostate massage, if I'm not mistaken. Which
Yep,
is also a
it's
type
also
of
that.
I'm going T.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they have words like grand in the Star Wars universe. I don't think
Yeah.
they do. I'm going T.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Oh, Grand Moff.
Grand Moff Tarkin, yeah. But you're okay. Both T.
I
on this one?
forgot. I forgot about Grandma. I forgot about
Grandma Tarkin, but that'd be a good character.
All right.
Yep.
You are correct. That
Yes.
was a T. Yeah. All right. Yunnan Foxtail. Is that a droid's hero or is that a loose leaf T?
I think it's loose leaf tea.
It's a good porn star name. And it's
Foxes
also
don't exist in that world.
Yeah, but they have like you have Skywalkers. I think they have a few I'm going. No, T. I'll go T.
Okay. Both correct.
Yes.
That is a white T. All right. I think this is the last one. Noop Yeldarb. Are we talking about a Chinese T, or are we talking about a Droids character?
Droids character. I'm going Droids character on this one.
I'm concerned because when I spell it backward, it's Bradley Poon. Is it not?
Hey, you're
It is
right.
Bradley Poon.
Yeah.
Maybe he was the sound designer who wrote that episode, and he's
be.
like, "I'm going to work my name into this."
It could be. Yeah.
Isn't that the thing that gets yelled in Mortal Kombat?
Bradley Poon.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going neither.
Okay. All right. That is a character from Star Wars Droids. Yeah, Bradley Poon. Backwards. And that is how you play Star Wars Droids. All right.
Oh, that's a good game. That's a fun one.
Yeah, that was a fun one to put together. I didn't learn. I mean, I learned a lot about T in making the game, but
I actively tried not to learn anything.
I remember
during this
that,
episode. Yeah. But George, did you learn anything?
I'm not sure. I'm kind of out of practice. But let me see, because I have not learned anything in 6 months.
And Nick, are you upset about anything from that episode?
Maybe I could try to be sure.
Yeah. Okay.
George,
Well,
what do you think? Are you?
All right, I'll give it a try. Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello, Romulus and Remus, Tippy Canoe and Tyler 2, Cain and Abel, Nick and Joe. C-3PO and R2-D2 are from the long tradition of the best sort of frustrated comedic duos in history. Unlike other characters, from Salacious Crumb to Chief Chirpa, who came and went with merely a rich backstory fleshed out over a series of non-canonical books, C-3PO and R2-D2's erotic friendship is to be loved by children and adults, to live on forever as serials, cartoons, and toys. For they, like us, must get along, must ensure each other's survival from threats, including each other's fury. And that is why I always say, the more you battle is twice the knowing.
Okay, trenchant. I don't know if I got anything, but
Okay.
I could whip something up here. I mean,
I'm excited to see
maybe
what
the magic
what upset
eyebrows.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe these will give you something to get upset.
Put some rage, some fury into you about what's wrong with.
You know, I love Star Wars, but I hate more than anything Star Wars fans. They've ruined good-natured criticism of Star Wars by old cranks like me. I didn't like Ahsoka either, but not because a woman was the showrunner, because it starred people of color. It's because it just sucked. I'd like to round up all these bad acting critics and put them in a space barrel. And this time, I'll shoot first. And that's why I always say, the more you battle is twice the knowing.
Oh man, the anger is just seething.
Yeah. Different forms of
the Emperor would be proud.
analysis.
Well, to have both of these back to back, more than knowing, and what's yours called, Nick?
It's also called
It's
the more
the
you
same.
know.
Oh, okay. The more
It's the
it
brand.
Somehow,
Nick
somehow
style.
evolved into
Yeah.
Because we both got it from
less
Mandarin.
trenchant analysis and more just complaining. So yeah,
I get letters every day.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best I could do at short notice. But
It was great.
Yeah. Thank you, George, for coming back. Now, I want to make a little announcement. We have 2 more episodes of season 5 of Shaturday. Next time, in 2 weeks, we have Michael Clapham, who's our UK tour manager. We had so much fun watching the Pondles with your brother, Alex, Joe, that we're going to watch. He told me about all sorts of ridiculous UK cartoons that he watched, including a sort of Pondles-like creatures, but they're peas. They're like little, because, you know, they love peas in England.
Yeah.
So they're like Smurfs, but they're pea creatures.
Peas, Pondles, hot. Peas, Pondles, cold.
I was thinking for next season of Shaturday, let's do all British. Let's just go
We
all
could.
British, because I was on that text thread and there were a million that he
Yeah,
listed. Never
I
heard
know.
of any of them. It might give us some new fodder here.
Well, let's do
you know?
let's do a sampler. We'll do like 1 minute, 2 minutes from each, and then
So far, England is batting 1,000 with the
I know.
Pondles.
And it's a whole new world for us. I mean, I feel like we've mined a lot of happy American cartoons and some good ones. But
and it's fun to make fun of British people too, isn't it?
yeah, absolutely. Somebody was like, "That is the most offensive episode you guys have done. Take it easy." I'm like, "Oh yeah, the notoriously humorless British. They just can't take a joke. Those guys."
Really?
Yeah.
You said it was offensive. How is it offensive?
They went as far as saying it was racist.
What?
Yeah, talking about British, basically making fun of British things.
But they have no problem with Lindau Man. Is that right?
Lindo Man was fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Singing a song about Lindo Man. But I am looking forward to it. And it'll be fun to watch it with an English person, too. And then season finale of season 5. George, you got something queued up to watch with Caitlin in a month.
Yes,
3 weeks.
because the Fantastic Four movie is coming out this summer. We're going to watch an episode of Fred and Barney Meet the Thing, a cartoon from 1979 in which, if you can believe this, Fred and Barney do not actually meet the Thing.
That's a weird.
They were separate cartoons. Yeah, but
interesting. Okay,
yeah.
They just sandwiched them together. Well, that will be fun. It's going to be an exciting end of the season. We'll take the summer off and be back in the fall with British cartoons and maybe some Saturday morning preview specials to kick things off. So, all right, until 2 weeks from now, happy Saturday.